What is up, guys? It is Visions here with a brand new vlog for you guys today. I'm currently recording this at like 11:50 p.m. on Monday, right before I go to bed. So if I sound tired and stuff, it's because I'm about to go to bed. And I'm gonna have a video out for tomorrow because I'm grinding on video right now because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. So I'm talking about like the history of my gamertag visions and like all the teams I've been on with it. It's gonna be a fun video for you guys. Well, first of all, the gamertag visions for me originated back when I was in Blur, and when I was a leader of Blur, and I thought, oh, it'd be cool if I had Blur visions. Who wouldn't think of that? And then that was all over 360 during Ghosts, beginning of Ghosts, late Black Ops 2, early Ghosts, and then I started my competitive career really when I hit the Xbox, like really started hitting the competitive career hard when I hit the Xbox One and started playing for Rev. That team was terrible. The roster consisted of Brawler, Maniac, Twerk, and me, and it was terrible. Then I went to Visceral with a friend that I met because of playing for Rev, and the roster was for the first roster was myself, J Kid Curly, Goonstar, and one other player. I can't remember your gamer tag. If you watch this, I'm sorry. And then I met my friend Desi, who I have a history with. You'll see. I met my friend Desi, and he played there for like a couple matches. Then they wanted me back, and then after that, all went downhill because I got mad, and I used to have a temper back then. I went back to Rev because I had no other place to go and I couldn't quit there. And then that didn't work again, and then I went to this really good funded org called In Control Empire. You guys have probably heard of them. I played for In Control Youth, and I blew away my chance there. I mean, I left because I felt like I was bringing the team down. Sorry, my camera keeps moving. I left because I felt like I was bringing the team down. They wanted to keep me, and yeah, I blew that away. And then I teamed up with my friend Desi again and made Intuition Esports, and we had a good thing going there until I used to be a little sketch. I sketched, and then I played with a few random teams between there, and then him and his friend Recon picked me up to play under Crucible, and Crucible was a big org. Like it wasn't big, but it was big for us. Like there's many teams. It's where I met a bunch of my day one friends now, and yeah, it was great. Then I got dropped. Actually, I left because I got mad again. Then I played for a funded org called Deadhouse Gaming. Great org. Met a bunch of good friends there. It's just we weren't performing. We weren't increasing our skill together after scrims, and it just wasn't working. So all of us just left. And then I went to a org called Volcane with a roster of myself, Gbot, Base God Blue, and I can't remember who else it was, but it was a good roster. We were a really good roster. And then Base God Blue left, and it all went downhill from there. Then I made an org called Devour. This isn't like no specific order here, and just picked up a team which actually one of the players from back on Deadhouse was on, and they were dominant, and they were gonna go to a LAN, but then I realized Devour was already taken. So then I made Mountain, dropped that team, picked up Recon from Crucible, and two others, and we were a really dominant team until I sketched again and made Panoply with Desi. You guys are probably thinking that, oh God, he was in a lot of teams. Yeah, I was, because honestly, I was quite terrible. This is all in Ghost so far. Then Panoply was going well until we couldn't find players, so then I sketched again, and then I was on. That was the very end of Ghosts. So then I played with a bunch of random teams up until I made it an org with my good friend Rocky called Adrenaline Rush, and that didn't work. So then I played with a bunch of other random teams, and then I went to back with Desi again. And made a team called Farico Bangers. We were bringing back his old PS3 team, and we were doing good. The roster was myself, Desi, Sloth, and Plymouth. Good team. Got dropped because I dropped one. I went 1-8 in Solar S&D against Rev. Felt like committing suicide after that. Then I went to more random teams, and then I reformed Bangers with Desi, a whole different org. Can't remember I remember it was everybody on the team minus Plymouth, and then we picked up one. I can't remember who it was. And okay, I'll explain something later. You'll see. And then I went to NWF after playing with a bunch of random teams again. With, of course, guess who? Desi. And then I played with Fune, who is now known as Cascade, and then Tesh and Desi. That team, I signed us up for a league, and we figured out that my schedule wasn't going to fit around it. So then, how can I explain this? So then I left so they could win that league, and they ended up winning it. And then Desi left NWF, and then NWF came asking them if he wanted to make a team, and then he picked me up again for the second time on NWF. And then during that time, Desi wasn't getting on, so I talked to the owner, and then I was a bad friend, had him dropped. Then NWF switched to Corrupt, which is the same org, just different. It was different rebranded stuff, and then that kept good until I played with a really good team. The roster was myself, Jug, Petrify, and who was our fourth? Oh, that was it. I said, no, hold on. We had, and then Sploosh, who's a really good friend of mine. Sorry, Sploosh, if you're watching this, I love you, dude. No homo. And then I went to Titans Exiled, which is I'm still really good friends with everybody in there. Our roster consisted of, we had multiple rosters. Actually, we were trying to find the right roster. It consisted of myself. First roster was myself, Anquan, Power, who I'm teaming with now, and then Precisions. Then they dropped Power for my friend Levi, who's a sub for our team right now. And that team worked until Anquan got an attitude. Then we dropped Anquan and picked up Power again. Then we left that team because we figured out that this new team that I'm on right now worked very well. And we had brought Levi with us. And now we are under Degeneration Gaming with the gamer tags with like all the members of Degen Gaming, or Degen Gaming Bangers, actually. Brought back Bangers because you'll never guess who's teaming with me now. Desi. We got Desi, myself, Power, and Relum, who I met back in Rev. I met Desi and Relum back in Rev, and tell you what, if it wasn't for Rev, I wouldn't be in the situation that I was, and I would like to thank all the members of that. And I couldn't ask for a better team right now. We've only dropped like 3 or 4 maps the whole entire time that we've been playing, and I love it, honestly. The success is just great. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you all for the support on my first 2 videos. I got 7 subscribers in one day. It's great. I love it. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. And always remember to subscribe. It's always appreciated. Anyways, guys, we'll see you later.